Once upon a time, deep within a peaceful forest, there lived a little bird with shimmering feathers and a gentle heart. But unlike other birds, she had a curious habit. Every day, no matter what she saw, heard, or felt, she would record that experience on a small stone. Whether it was a joyful memory or a painful one, Sho believed every moment in life was worth remembering. She thought, happy memories keep us smiling, and sad ones shouldn't stay buried in our hearts. They should be written down and let go. So every morning, she would find a new stone, etch her thoughts onto it with her tiny beak, and carefully place it into a soft cloth bag she carried with her wherever she flew. At first, the habit brought her peace. The little bag became her personal treasure, a growing collection of feelings and lessons. She believed these stones would guide her one day, helping her understand life more deeply. Other birds found it strange, but she smiled kindly and continued her ritual. For her, those memories were not just stories, they were part of her. But little did she know, what began as a beautiful habit would soon become a heavy burden, and one day it would test her strength and teach her what it truly means to let go. At first, the little bird still felt joy flying around with her cloth bag full of memories, but over time, something changed. What was once a light burden now began to weigh her wings down. Flying high was no longer easy. Her flights grew shorter. She often had to stop and rest, gasping after each short distance. But she didn't stop collecting stones. Each day brought a new thought, a new feeling, and she etched them onto another stone. She thought, this is my life. If I don't write it down, will I lose something important? She didn't realize she was living in the past. Each stone held a memory, but those same stones were making the present blur. Beautiful moments passed her by, but she was too busy documenting to enjoy them. One autumn afternoon, while flying across golden leaves, she noticed she could no longer keep up with the other birds. A sense of loneliness began to grow. Still, she believed her stones would guide her. They would matter. Until one day, she met someone who would change her perspective forever. One evening, as the little bird rested beneath an ancient tree, a deep, gentle voice called out from above. "Why do you carry that heavy bag, little one?" The bird looked up and saw an old owl with eyes that seemed to see through everything. "I've written down all my experiences," the bird replied. "Every joy, every pain, every lesson. It's my life. It's what made me who I am." The owl slowly nodded. "I understand. But do you still live in today? Or are you flying with yesterday on your back?" The question startled the bird. For the first time, she questioned what she had believed in for so long. But like always, she continued her journey, bag in tow, brushing off the owl's advice. Yet, from that day on, every time she tried to fly higher, the owl's words echoed in her mind. Are you living in today or flying with yesterday? And her wings grew weaker. Flight was no longer freedom, it became a struggle. In the following weeks, the little bird could no longer soar like she used to. The bag was now too full, with stones spilling over. Every takeoff was a strain. Every flap of her wings brought a dull ache. One stormy evening, she got caught in the forest. Cold wind howled through the trees, and she tried desperately to find shelter. But her wings lacked the strength. Mid-air, her overloaded bag tilted, and she plummeted. She crashed to the ground, her fragile body pinned beneath the very stones she once treasured, now the burden she couldn't escape. Lying there in the rain, Struggling to breathe, she looked up at the dark sky, and just before her eyes closed, the wise owl appeared once more. He looked at her gently, with deep sadness, and whispered, "Memories are meant to guide you, not to weigh you down. You tried to carry everything and forgot how to live." As the rain fell softly, the owl sat beside the small, still bird, keeping vigil over the soul of one who once soared so high until the past pulled her back to earth. The story of the little bird is a gentle reminder for all of us. Who doesn't carry memories, both joyful and painful, regrets and hopes? But if we hold on too tightly to every stone, we may never be able to fly. We often think that remembering everything makes us wiser, stronger, but sometimes the heaviest thing we carry is our own past. Forgive, let go, and live. We can't erase what's already happened, but we can choose how we move forward, lighter, freer, happier. Every new day is a gift, a chance to breathe deeply, feel the sunlight, and remind ourselves that today is what matters most. Live like a bird in flight, not because you've forgotten the past, but because you've learned what's worth carrying.